What's going on, everybody? Let me go ahead and pause my music here because it's still playing in my background. I don't know why it's doing that. So welcome back to another Field of the live stream. This is day 2 of the multi-day severe weather event, tornado outbreaks. Actually, now we got a moderate risk for tomorrow as well. We got a moderate risk up near Wisconsin and up in Minnesota today, along with a blizzard risk, which I'm more worried about the tornado side than the actual blizzard side. So as we're here, I'm watching a little bit of area rotation just to the north and east of Stevens Point. And I'm majorly watching this area right here as we have strong inbound winds. Starting to mix in with these outbound winds as well, which is starting to create a little bit of spin in that area as well. And let's go ahead and switch over to reflectivity here on radar scope, and we can definitely see that inflow notch where the storm is possibly going to wrap up. We could see some of what happened down in Arkansas like we did yesterday, where we saw a storm literally pop up, and we saw it. These storms end up getting a mesoscale. These storms can get tightening up and wrapping up and spawning these forming these tornadoes within minutes. And we saw. If you watched the stream yesterday before it completely crashed, it just crashed on me, and it never came back up. I'm just saying that that's the reason why I never went back to live yesterday, because it never came back up. And so, with that being said, we did watch that storm, and I said this storm has the capability and has the potential to wrap up and drop a tornado. And what did it do? It wrapped up and dropped a tornado. So I'm gonna say that again with this storm here. We do have strong inflow, which we can see the inflow notch right there, which is that little curvage right there. Remember, highlight it out. That's where that little curve is. When we have that little curve, and then we can see the precipitation starting to wrap around. So that's giving us signs that there's definitely some spin, mid-level spin with the storm. And this is on tilt 1, and we're seeing that on. So this is mid-level rotation, and here it is. Wow, that's looking more impressive right here. We definitely got some red against greens here, which if you do not know what that is, red against greens basically showing us rotation. We'll zoom in here quite a bit actually. So right here is the area of rotation that I'm watching. Again, we got where we have those really high neon teal blue, really high visibility, high vis colors. It's where we have some strong winds. That's where we have the strongest. So this storm has some strong, warm inflow, and it's kind of weak, but we kind of got some weak, cold outflow with the storm, and we're starting to see just a little bit of spin. So we're going to see the National Weather Service going to issue a tornado warning with the storm. Now we're going to look at the correlation coefficient, and again, there's nothing there as I am expecting. I'm not saying there is a tornado there. I'm saying there's definitely some here that the National Weather Service is probably monitoring. And again, you can see that clear inflow notch right there, and then we can see the precipitation and the cold air wrapping around towards the backside of the storm, and this where it's causing our spin right around that area there. So if you are in Wild Rose or even Aldman, and it's heading northeast, so even Chino Lake, Kings, Wapaka, and even as far north and east as Manawa, be on the lookout. This storm could wrap up fast. Like the storm last night did, it wrapped up and dropped a pretty big tornado within minutes. So if you're in those areas, be on the lookout. The storm is heading northeast at around 50 knots. So this storm is racing towards your area, and this is look at that meso strength, and that's pretty strong for meso. So let's go ahead to details here. Circulation ID is 928. Low level rotation velocity is 49 against 61, and again 49 knots of rotation has been reported. This TVS is false right now. Direction is east. Speed is 43 knots. So you can just read all of this here, and well, you can't really see the numbers, but I can see the numbers here. The hail size, percentage of hail, 100%. Percentage of severe hail is 100%. Max size is 2 inches in diameter. Track is direction is northeast, and speed is at 50 knots. So it does have some lower level rotation at 49 knots against 61 knots. So we're just watching this storm, and again you can see a clear inflow notch going into the storm. Where you can see where the precipitation, where the cold air is wrapping onto the backside of the storm towards Almond. And we're going to go back to our velocity here and see how the velocity is looking. And again, clearly here, you can see the rotation here on velocity. It's a little bit broadened, especially to the northern side of it. But I'm watching this little area that's just to the on the south eastern side of the rotation, where it actually looks like it's tightening up. And that's where we have to watch out for funnel clouds and potential tornadoes. So again, we got the inflow notch here, and then where the precipitation and the cold air is wrapping onto the back side of the storm. So go ahead and look at the weather storm warning details. 160-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Train radar spotters have confirmed that a hail threat is observed. Hail up to 1 inch in diameter. Wind threat is radar indicated. Wind gusts at 60 miles an hour. The locations include Stevens Point, Wapaka, Guatemala. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that word. Or Red Granite, Whiting, Emerist, Plainfield. You can just read that off there. Hartman Creek State Park and Chain O Lakes King. So if you're in any of those areas, make sure you're inside in a well-started building, because this storm is producing 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts with quarter-sized hail. We got tornado warning down in Texas, so let's go ahead and switch over to that real fast. So you see here, we do have a tornado warning, and oh lord, so we see the hook, it's right there. It's more of embedded. It's kind of hard to see, so I'll zoom into it. But right there, now you can see the hook. So we do have a definite hook echo right here. Highlighted out. We definitely have an indefinite hook echo. Let's go ahead and switch over to our velocity. Make sure my suspicions are correct, and they are correct. And oh my, that is a tight rotation couplet, guys. That rotation is tight. Let's go ahead and go to the storm relative velocity and see how it looks on there. And oh my, that is some tight rotation. Let's go look at the correlation coefficient, or what some people say debris detector. And there's just a little bit of a CC drop there, where we can see that green, and that green is right where we have the strongest rotation. So we could have an indefinite tornado on the ground. Let's go look at the tornado warning details here. Hazardous tornado radar indicated rotation. This storm will be near Mother Neff State Park around 5:40 p.m. Central Standard Time. McGregor around 5:45 Central Standard Time. So tornadoes radar indicated hail up at the 0.75 inches. And again, guys, wow, look at that couplet. That rotation couplet, that's a tight couplet. And looks like it's just starting to develop a northern rotation where we could have possibly another tornado could possibly be issued, as we see some possible rotation form out to the north. But I'm watching this to the south. Anywhere else, seeing a little bit of broad rotation down here near Florence. That's the wrong location. Down here near Florence, there's a little bit of broad rotation. Let's go back up here. So this tornado warning for Bell and Carroll counties in Texas. This warning expires in 34 minutes, and oh my lord. That rotation couplet is really tight. Let's go back to reflectivity, see how the hook is looking. So if there's a tornado there, it's definitely going to be rain wrapped. So you wouldn't be able to see it. So I would not, if you're in this tornado warning and you want to see this tornado, I'm going to tell you this: do not go outside looking for this tornado. This tornado would be, if there is a tornado, it would be rain wrapped, and you won't be able to see it until it's too late. So if you're in this tornado warning, get in your safe spots and make sure you're in. When you get to your safe spots, make sure you have all your valuable. Right now, it's time to gather up your value. The storm hits you. So that's what I mean by that is McGregor, Oaksby, and even parts of Moody. If this does not lighten up, make sure you're getting your safe spots for the next minute. Oaksby, you should already be in your safe spots. You're already in this tornado warning. Make sure you are in your safe spots. Again, if there is a tornado there, it's definitely going to be rain wrapped. You won't be able to see it. So if you think you're going to try to go out and try to find this tornado, see it for yourself, don't. Alright, so don't, because you won't be able to see it until it's too late. And again, here's our rotation couplet. It's pretty tight. We're going to loop this a little bit and just see the progression of this rotation couplet. So it does look like it's weakened a little bit, but it's still pretty tight. It's still pretty strong rotation. And what I mean by weakened, it's not as big in size as it was down here. So there's indefinite rotation, strong rotation. So go ahead and double check this tornado warning details. I still radar indicated rotation. So if there, and again, I'm gonna say this again. If there is a tornado there, it's going to be rain wrapped. Do not try to go out and see it for yourself. It's going to be rain wrapped. You won't be able to see it until it hits you. So if you're in the path of this storm down in Texas, get in your safe spots now. And there's that secondary tornado warning that I was just talking about for the northern section. So there's now a second tornado warning that's just been issued by the Storm Prediction Center. Not the Storm Prediction. Oh, hush. By the National Weather Service, and this is for a secondary area of rotation just to the north and west of the main rotation that is pretty tight. But I'm gonna go ahead and circle the secondary of rotation. That's where the secondary of rotation is that they just issued a tornado warning for. This tornado warning expires in 30 minutes. This radar indicated rotation. This dangerous storm will be around Gatesville and Fort Gates around 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Alright. Go back. Yep, there it is right there. I was waiting for it. So this is now a confirmed tornado. So if you're in Oxley, get in your safe spots. This is now a confirmed tornado on the ground by trained weather spotters. This is on a northeasterly track. Let's go ahead and pull this up here. So it's on a northeasterly track. Gonna line it up with the storm track here. So that's where it's going to be within the next 30 miles. Oaksby, you're within 30 miles of this tornado. This is a confirmed tornado on the ground by trained weather spotters. And again, guys, if you are in the path of this tornado, do not try to go out and see it. Do not try to spot it for yourself. It's going to be rain wrapped. Let's go look at the correlation coefficient here. And yes, there we go. There's the CC drop. So this is now a confirmed tornado on the ground. Let's see if I can zoom in here to see if I get more precise locations of where it's at, and I really cannot. That's pretty sad. There's not really many named locations I could see here. So again, this is a confirmed tornado on the ground by trained weather spotters. And then here's that rotation couplet. This is now a confirmed tornado. We just seen the debris on the correlation coefficient. You just seen the confirmation by the National Weather Service. So this is now a confirmed tornado on the ground. Get in your safe spots. So we got 2 tornado warnings. We got one for Bell and Carroll counties and one for Carroll County. And again, this is one of these tornado warnings has a confirmed tornado with it. So right here, this is a confirmed tornado on the ground by the National Weather Service and trained weather spotters. So go back to the correlation coefficient here, and here's that CC drop. This is a dangerous situation. This is a confirmed tornado on the ground, heading north-northeast at around 50 knots, if I'm not mistaken. 28 knots, my bad. So let's go with 50 knots, that's in miles. That should be roughly within an hour. That should be, ooh. That's where it's going to be within the next hour. Alright. So again, there's now another area of rotation to the south of this tornado. So there's now a secondary area of rotation just south of the main tornado. There could be twins. There may be twins on the ground. And again, we already got one confirmed tornado by trained weather spotters. Go back to our correlation coefficient. We can't really see a big CC drop. And wow, this is a wide area of debris. And do not think that's going to be a huge storm. That's not the size of the tornado. So most of that's down to the south of the line there of the arrow. That's just the discharge of the debris after the tornado's passed. That's the debris falling from the sky. So that's where the debris is falling and being dispersed. That's where our debris is just being dispersed. So it does look like our rotation is kind of broadening, and that's what we want to see. We want to see the rotation get broad because it can eventually cut itself off with the main circulation and fizzle out. But now I'm still watching this area of secondary rotation. It's just to the south. That's to the south of where we had a confirmed tornado. Let's just assume that this tornado is still on the ground. This tornado may still be on the ground, and there could be another tornado on the ground to the south of that. Again, this is a confirmed tornado on the ground by weather spotters. A $half size hail was a damaging tornado. And again, I'm going to go ahead and loop it here where you can really just tell where, you can see where the tornado just kind of cut itself off and just ate itself on its own rotation. There could be still a tornado there. And you can see where the secondary rotation is there and kind of broadens out as well. So let's still assume that there is still a tornado on the ground with the storm. Frost, man, welcome to the stream. Are we ever going to play Fortnite again? Probably. Eventually. It's just whenever I decide to hop back on Fortnite, honestly. Well, the trends with the last few seasons, I've just kind of stopped playing Fortnite, and I've been doing more of this weather content. Thank you, Frost, for moderating the chat, for Tomlin Got a Pigeon, FK Your News. Alrighty, man. If you do that again, Pigeon, you will be banned from my chat. So you haven't checked from the chat. Pin message. So they just so yeah, Dave just now went back to radar indicated rotation with the storm. So there's now a third tornado warning for Williamson County in Texas. So let's zoom out and find the storm in Williamson County. That is near Florence, and oh my, there's definitely some broadening rotation. There's definitely rotation there. That's a tiny tornado warning. I'm not sure what serves in Austin as radar indicated rotation. And let's go ahead and look at the correlation coefficient. See if we can see any debris, and we do not see any debris being lofted into the atmosphere. So let's go look at the reflectivity, and oh yeah, we definitely got a hook echo. There's definitely a hook. So let's go ahead and loop the storm a little bit, see the trends with the storm, and it does seem to be actively rotating, and does seem to be continuing to be rotating. So this area of rotation that we are now concerned with is north of Florence. So we're just a little bit north and west, of Florence, Texas. We just had another warning come through. Let's see what kind of warning this is. This is another severe thunderstorm warning for Portage, Waukesha, and Wilshire in Wisconsin. So this is another severe thunderstorm warning in Wisconsin. Guys, if you are in severe weather risk and you see a storm coming, assume that assume that storm is going to be severe, because these storms have been firing up within the last 5 to 10 minutes, and these storms are wrapping up, and we already have one confirmed tornado, and we know for a fact there's going to be more tornadoes as the night and evening goes on. So let's see if the National Weather Service will see if they extend this tornado warning or not. Let's go back to the warning details. Still radar indicated rotation. So again, it looks like our area of rotation is continuing to tighten up near Florence. We'll see what the new tornado warning has been issued for the storm. Still radar indicated rotation, still not confirmation from the ground or the radar. But let's go ahead and look at our correlation coefficient and see if we have a CC drop. And oh, yep, we're starting to have a little bit of a CC drop. So it does seem to be we could have a tornado on the ground at this time. And look at that rotation couplet. The storm is really starting to tighten up, and it could be dropping a tornado. We're checking the warning list here. Let's go ahead and look back. And again, we can see the obvious hook echo here. So this is an obvious tornado, possible tornado on the ground. Hey Frost, if you're in the chat, man, do I even have you on Discord? Hold on. Because for some reason it's not saying you're in my Discord server. So I'm trying to find Frost here. I know I have him here. I don't have him. So I'm gonna have to add him and re-add him to the Discord server. Okay. Alright, so I'm just doing some slight moderation things here. $15 alerts now, so more warnings have been issued. Okay. So what I'm going to have to do here is go for a quick intermission because I am going to go eat, but we're going to watch this storm that's down here near Florence here. I'm going to have it playing, and I'm going to get some music going and have an intermission, and because I'm going to go eat because I'm hungry.
This is Ice-T and Stone Cold Steve Austin, and
This is a cold call.
We're on a mission to get America to switch to cold water washing with Tide.
it saves you energy.
And that saves you up to $150 a year on your energy bill.
Plus, Tide cleans better in cold than the bargain brand in hot. So what are you waiting for?
Turn to cold because Stone Cold said so.
Turn to cold with Tide.
Energy savings based on average when switching from hot to cold and non-HE machines. Performance based on Tide Power Pods versus leading baking soda packs.
When you switch to premium, you unlock the power to explore and discover music ad-free. Once you find a playlist you love, listen to it straight through on any device with On Demand. Or download music and listen anywhere with offline listening. Plus, get unlimited skips, even on mobile. Step into premium and get 1 month free. Tap the banner to learn more.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. I wanna taste your content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption, breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Just wanna be carefree lately, yeah. Just kicking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Counting like the four-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. So I'm now back.
We're empowering Kentucky's future every day through sustainability efforts that energize our economy.
Alright, so I am now back and look. Oh my God, this rotation. So now it's a confirmed tornado. I was gone when they confirmed it, but this is now a confirmed tornado. Look at that couplet. This is now a radar confirmed tornado. We'll see how many warnings we have. We have one tornado warning, and a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings. And whoops, I did not want to do that. So go look at our correlation coefficient. That's a big debris ball. That is a massive debris ball. Oh my God. That's a massive debris ball. Guys, this could be a wedge. No, I guarantee this is a wedge. This is a massive, this is a huge tornado. At least a mile wide. That is a mile wide debris ball. I guarantee it. From this end. That's 2.8 miles wide of a debris ball. From this blue point to that. 2.8 mile wide debris ball. And I believe it. I do. That is a massive tornado. This is a wedge tornado on the ground. And again, yeah, this is a mile to 2 mile wide tornado. From this end, that end. 2.8 mile wide debris ball. So roughly I would say the tornado is roughly a mile and a half wide. If not, it could be 2.8 miles wide. If it's 2.8 miles wide, it could be just as big or even bigger than the El Reno. Look at that. This is a massive tornado That is a massive debris ball. That debris ball is bigger than what I've seen on December 10th with the Mayfield tornado. This storm is looking similar to the Mayfield tornado. It has a similar shape. It's classic. It's a classic supercell. So this is a 2.8 mile wide debris ball. This is a massive tornado. This is a wedge for sure. There's no way it's not. This is a large and deadly tornado on the ground. If you're in Salado, get in your safe spots. Now this tornado is racing towards your location. If you're in Salado, or even in Belton, and even far as north and west as Little Rock Academy and Temple, get in your safe spots. This is a massive tornado. This is a confirmed large and deadly tornado on the ground. So now we got moderators in the chat. Let's go. Now my moderators are in the chat, and look at this. The debris ball is getting wrapped up with the main part of the storm. Look at the rotation. This is a large tornado. This is a massive tornado on the ground. We got more severe weather alerts. We got severe thunderstorm warnings in South Dakota and Iowa and more in Wisconsin and Texas. Golly, guys. This tornado is huge. This may have been the biggest tornado I've covered. Look at that. Heavy debris. That's heavy debris. That's heavy debris right there. This is a huge tornado, guys. Look at the debris ball. That is massive. It's rather this is a smaller size tornado and it's shrouded by debris, or this tornado is absolutely humongous and it's picking up so much debris. I guarantee there's are small houses, small rural area houses getting hit, along with a lot of trees. I guarantee it. It's heading towards the population and community of Salado. And my. This is a horrible situation. This tornado is getting rain wrapped. This tornado is getting rain wrapped. This tornado is going to be so big, it's now getting rain wrapped. That doesn't really correlate to itself, but what I mean by that is, before the tornado was so big, you may not even notice. You may not think twice that you might think that's some ground scud. It's how big this tornado may be. And now this tornado is getting rain wrapped. This makes it twice as much. Twice! And I mean, the danger goes up by double. This tornado is now getting extremely dangerous. This tornado is now getting rain wrapped. Oh my god. The debris is getting bigger. The debris ball is getting bigger. This is still a dangerous situation. This is still a massive tornado on the ground, and oh my god, that's strong. E of 3 at least. This could be an E of 3 tornado on the ground near Salado, Texas. Get in your safe spots now. This is a massive tornado. This tornado is getting rain wrapped. It's a massive tornado. It is now getting rain wrapped. You will not be able to notice it coming. Do not go outside if you're in Salado. Do not go outside. Get in your safe spots. This is a massive tornado. Humongous tornado on the ground. This tornado is now getting for sure rain wrapped. This is getting rain wrapped. This tornado is getting rain wrapped. I'm gonna take this chance and thank the Lord for velocities, man. If we just had radar reflectivity, we wouldn't be able to really tell there's a tornado here. If we just had reflectivity. But thank God we got the technology and we have velocity and correlation coefficients. And where we can see where these tornadoes are. And oh Lord, this is a dangerous, dangerous, dangerous situation. Betterboth 2323, hello, what's up, Frost? Welcome back to the streams. This is a humongous tornado, guys. Is Ryan Hall live? Is he? Oh, he's not. Oh, yeah, he is. Watch the stream, see what he's saying. I'm gonna pull up, here.
Hi, Mrs. Johnson. We just detected that Sarah's been in a car accident.
Hey, Mom, I'm okay. Don't worry. Life 360. Keep your family safe at home, on the go, and on the road.
Bro, wanna see something cool? You like free games, right? I found an amazing app, Opera GX. It's a mobile browser with a twist. They find free games for you. And remove ads from your browser.
Oh my God, the rotation's getting bigger.
Download this app. Link in my bio. Now, this is an extremely dangerous situation. PDS tornado warning is one of the higher level tornado warnings that you can issue, or the National Weather Service can issue. And it means that it's not only a tornado, it's a violent or damaging tornado. And we have to do everything that we can to make sure that we're protecting ourselves. Let's get our pets. Let's take everybody into the most interior room of our home. Hopefully we got a basement or a storm cellar, but if we don't, we're getting into that lowest floor interior room, and we are hunkering down. We are hunkering down and bracing for impact. There's still time. There is still time for this to lift. There's time for this to kind of, like, not directly hit Salado, but we're not going to bank on that.
Okay, I got a lot of storm chasers there.
Tornado warning is going to continue.
I got a lot of storm chasers that's on this tornado.
Go ahead, Carly.
Yeah, so we are getting word from Frankie, Brandon, and Vince that they are increasingly confident that the storm that they're on in Jolly, Iowa could produce a tornado. They're saying it's becoming more surface-based and the lightning is peaking out.
Okay, so real quick, we are going to, well, first of all, everybody in Salado, Texas, stay sheltered, put your helmet on, get ready, brace for impact, okay? I'm going to leave this storm for a brief second to update everybody that's watching right now in Iowa, because there are a lot of them. And our storm chasers over here in Iowa are saying that this storm that they are on could produce a tornado here very soon. They're in northwestern Iowa. I do see a hook. I see a hook right there, Vince Welty. And a new tornado warning has been issued. There you go. We have a new tornado warning. I'm going to ring the alarm on this one just so everybody's paying attention. Now we have a tornado warning in Iowa. Okay?
Yep. Okay, I'm done playing this stream. So, as you see in the bottom right corner now, that is the storm chaser that I found that is on the storm. Mute my phone for a minute. So this is a live storm chaser that's with the storm right now. That's in Salado. Salado, my bad. The video you are seeing in the bottom right corner is the live storm chaser that is in Salado. And man, you can see the lightning flash too. Sadly, he has no audio. But man, you can see the rain falling in Salado. Looks like the tornado could be going north and west of Salado. That does not mean come out. That means that there's a slight chance this tornado could be going north of your location. This is a rain-wrapped tornado. This is a confirmed tornado still on the ground. This is a dangerous situation. We now have a tornado warning in Iowa for Calhoun and Calhoun, Humboldt, and Pocahontas counties in Iowa. And man, look at the debris discharge. That's the debris dispersing from this tornado. Again, a tornado is not looking as large as it was. I can't really get the distance. I can't really get the width of it. So I say this tornado is still pretty large. I still think this tornado is not really large, I still think it's pretty large in size. Let's just assume that it's still a wedge. Let's just assume that this tornado is still huge. Let's still assume this tornado is still big. This tornado is still on the ground. It's still a PDS tornado warning. This is still a really dangerous situation. I would show reflectivity, but reflectivity is not really showing anything because I have radar scope on two different devices. I have it on my phone, and of course I have it here on my PC where y'all are seeing it. And I'm looking at reflectivity here on my phone, and man, oh man. We're starting to see the hook echo come back around. But there's definitely still a tornado there with velocity, and the correlation coefficient, man, is wow. There's definitely still a tornado there. That is a massive debris discharge. So we still have a tornado on the ground, which is going, looks like it's going to go to the north and west of Salado, Texas. That means Belton. Belton, you're in the direct path that this tornado does not lift. You're in the direct path of this tornado. This tornado is heading right for Belton. Wow. Just wow is the only thing I'm saying. Is this tornado going straight north now? Because it was just here, and now it's here. Where is this? Hold on, let's put the track on. Watch this. Looks like this tornado's heading straight north and what? I'm so confused. It looks like the tornado was making a beeline for Harker Heights. It looks like it's going north northeast. It's like it's heading more north than it is east. That's so odd. I've never seen a tornado do that. I've never seen it do that. So it's heading north northeast. But it's huh. I'm actually very confused with the storm right now. So I just saying this tornado is heading more north than east. Now it looks like it's heading for more of this type of track. That's the what the that seems more like the track is going. Or maybe it could be going this way. Like that. I've never, ever with me watching storms, I've been watching storms for a few years before I started freaking broadcasting them. And I've never seen a tornado go east and then go straight north. I've never seen a tornado do that. Never. Let's go back to straight radar now, because we weren't really seeing anything on the storm chasers, and I am... So, okay, now it looks like the tornado could be weakening, and that's what we want to see. The rotation's not seeming as strong as it was, so I do believe the tornado could be dispersing. It could be fizzling out, but there is a second area of rotation just south of there. So there could be a secondary tornado following right around the same track as the first tornado was taken. Wow, guys, wow. It's something I must say. So let's see if this tornado here recycles, or see if this one down here to the south. See if this area of rotation is south of there. Let's see if that decides to wrap up and drop a tornado. Or let's see if the tornado decides to recycle as this went to the north. Okay. Wow, guys. I've never seen a storm or tornado do that at all. Typically, you would see a tornado go east, northeast. I'm gonna check about this Pocahontas storm. And wow. and it does look like this tornado that's on the northern side there is trying to recycle the way it's starting to look right now. Oh my goodness. So looks like the tornado has fizzled out. So there's no, I believe that there's not a tornado on the ground anymore. So as of right now, there is not a tornado on the ground for the Texas storm. So now let's go ahead and move over to the Pocahontas storm. Let's see if we have any confirmation. Radar indicated rotation, and this tornado warning, this storm is in such a rare position between radars that we don't really have a good radar to go off of either. So this is the Iowa storm that I'm now showing. I'm going to zoom out and show you all the overview. Since there's not really any confirmation with this tornado warning at all yet. So that's the cluster of supercells that we are watching.